See the ditch down there?
Yeah, yeah.
The rails went over there and they could actually get down in that ditch and work underneath the engine.
Yeah.
So you figure that's 5 feet times 130 pounds. That's a nice little chunk of steel.
Yeah, I remember as a kid, most gas stations had pits.
Yes,
So
exactly.
you could take get underneath.
Yes.
And take
Yep. You know, they've come back. They started doing that again.
Are they?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yep. I mean, they have a lift.
Like this, no moving parts, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Mac,
Yeah.
did you get a chance to touch some of this? Feel how light it is.
There was no roundhouse there. There were just a few tracks going into it.
Oh, that large pit.
And then here's a picture of some of the shop buildings that were on it. This picture dates from 1937. And you can see that's not very substantial structures. You just get the job done.
Was that here?
Yeah.
Right in this location?
Yes.
Yes, right here.
Somewhere.
And we'll see this in a few. Next stop is where the yard office was.
Okay.
And when I was looking at that, you know, I had this track chart that showed where it was located, and we'll see it. And I thought, well, there's not much land here, level land. It must have eroded away over the years. Until I was studying this picture, you can see it was built out in the open, hanging over the edge there.
Oh, there's a little person because they had long exposures. If you walk by,
Right,
just
yeah.
little ghosts. And a rain barrel like we all supposed to have in our house now. People always had rain barrels.
And this is a track chart that I drew in '58. I was sitting in the yardmaster's office, and this map was on the wall, and I just drew this out by pencil. And so we are right along in this area now. Now you can see how many tracks there were on the yard. But basically on this side and back this way, it was all service facilities for locomotives and freight cars. And you know where the bench is up here on about the midpoint of the island, that was like the waist of the island. That's where it was the most narrow, and you can see the tracks are like that here too. So let's go up and look at this, where the yardmaster's office used to be.
Mac, did you get a chance to see that picture? Huh? Did you get a chance to see that picture of the yard house?
Yeah.
many times as I've ridden down this path, I have never looked to the left or the right.
I think over here is I think that's a scale, or was a scale, I think. Not sure.
Let's go on over here and look at it.
That was pretty neat, that email you told me about what the tipple was. I mean, I understood how it worked, but
I'll see if I can find a picture of something. This structure doesn't show up on any of the company track charts and records that I have, so I cannot say absolutely certain what it is. But you can see where there were some pretty substantial supports going across here, and for some reason access was underneath it.
There's like little stairs.
It could have been a scale, and the mechanism for the scale would have been over there.
I built a scale before, Aubrey, and it looks just like the one we built out of Riverville from 25. It wasn't a railroad, it was a truck scale, but it had the same shape.
Right over there. Let's walk back out.
Was Percival the original landowner? What was this structure? Oh,
yep. I think this might have been a scale. There's one at the Ty River that's restored up there that looks like this.
Okay.
There's a trail up there you can ride your bike on, but this one, that was completely restored. It's actually got a thing that shows how it tilted the car over. Once they scaled, if they were unloaded, it would tilt the car over.
Well, I don't understand how
Scale. They weighed cars.
what
They
would
had.
go across here? Just big timbers? I mean, is that
Yeah,
what the
you look down there. There's some railroad ties down there, but I'm sure it was probably steel in here too.
And they've got the scale mechanism setting in there, and you run the car
Wow.
across, and it weighs. It weighs the load of the car.
Where is it that the restored one does?
It's up at the, up in the old Piney River. That's it.
Actually, our architectural firm did a little bit of work on that project for that Nelson County, isn't it?
It is. It is Nelson. Yeah. You go up to Piney River, and there's an old train station there.
Station. That's what we worked on.
Yeah.
And they had a couple others in scale, and then there was something else.
Supposedly that railroad tunnel up toward Charlottesville has been restored now. It's open. You can go in there. It's the longest tunnel in the United States at the time.
That's right.
It was almost a mile long.
Granddaddy, thank you. Dry the sand out and then put it in the locomotives, and that's over there. You can stop and see that on your way back.
What are the pads out here?
I don't know what that pad is.
What did you say? What that foundation is over there? What are those?
Oh, it was a water tank.
Oh, water tank.
One or
Okay.
two that were on the island here, 50,000 gallons, which is pretty large.
And where is the roadmaster's house?
Okay, so this is pretty neat. This is the stand for the water tank, or one of the water tanks. As he said, there were two of them on the island. They were 50,000 gallons.
How many gallons?
50,000.
50,000 gallon tanks?
Yep, that's the tank. That's one of the stands. Old railroad tie right here.
Oh, yeah.
Another one.
Next stop will be at the bridge. The next bridge, which is, well, it'll be half a mile, 3/4 of a mile.
So what was in the open spot? So we had the unclosed, the water, and
I don't know what was on this pad here.
Did you go to the Thursday night thing? The pictures? Yeah, I missed it too.
I took a picture that I showed to everyone. I think you were there. The laid off an expressway bridge in 1960 when the expressway was being built. And there wasn't a tree here.
And there wouldn't have been if it had been industrial.
Right.
And that's why most of these trees are not native. They're trash trees that came in a bad soil. And a few of them are native.
You brought up a good point. When railroad first gave the land to the city, and like from where Durham Junction is, milepost 2, up to the Ed Page entrance, the first decade or so, you could go see, if you were really into plants, you could see some plants that were not native to here, that they were from passing trains from the Midwest or where the green would fall off. And they would just they just take root here, but I don't think they survived.
Yeah, I guess that explains all the bamboo
And I don't know.
growing along Blackwater Creek. There's a ton of
It
it.
might have escaped from somebody's yards and they can just go places.
Now, did you work here?
No,
You just were
Because you
a
said you worked
youngster.
at the yard masters.
no, I came to it,
Oh, okay.
Hung
visited,
out.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was his homeschool.
Okay.
That's right.
His extracurricular
My
activities.
first 2 years in college, I did work for Southern Railroad.
Uh-huh.
My title was Agent Operator Levelman Telegrapher. They were still using telegraph in the early 60s. And during those 2 years, when I worked in the summertime and holidays, I lost interest in trains. I really did. And working for it kind of takes the fun out of it. So,
Put together into one train.
Oh, okay.
Aubrey, what'd you say the pad's over there for?
I know.
Oh, don't know. Okay.
There's no anchor bolts in that big pad, Aubrey.
Yeah.
So I can't think of anything that would weigh enough to need a pad like that, unless you had something to load the coal or the sand into the locomotives.
I don't know.
Don't it?
Well, you can see because you can see that one.
Come on. Here we go.
Down here?
Yes, over there, right around the corner.
No. Okay, somewhere here, down in here, is supposed to be a switch stand, but I don't see it. So let me go rejoin the group and let's see about the bridge.
Doesn't have gentle curves in it like the other one. It's pretty much a straight line. There are 4 sections here. First one goes here, and then where the lady is up there, you can see where it makes a little turn. And those next 3 spans are in a straight line. This was the South Side Railroad, 1854. Near the abutments, the last set of abutments on there, before you get to the shore on the other side, oftentimes you look down and you see turtles stand out. Big guys like that.
Really?
Okay, shall we go ahead?
Yeah, a little bit.
itself.
He's fast.
Yes, he is. My God.
Got rolling.
Alright. Okay. Then why let's get right over. Anything else? Okay.
Yeah, you got to remember, everything here was designed for coal traffic, and then they switched the coal traffic up to the other line, which bypassed this. So this is the belt line. So this was designed for 100-car coal trains, and later just became regular freight traffic and passenger.
Oh, blue heron, I think.
Yeah, there's a couple of them live down on Blackwater Creek. You can see them down there.
Yeah, we have seen them up here sometimes too. I think that's what it was. I saw it flying by.
Oh, really?
Do you know what kind of sound they make? Did you hear that?
No, because usually they hear you coming. They fly off very quietly.
Well, that one made a sound, but where is it? You know bird
I know.
sounds. Was that a blue heron?
I didn't see it. Did it? Oh,
Yep.
Yeah, it was real long, and it went. Yeah.
Like I said, there's a couple that live down there on Blackwater Creek. You'll see them down there. Aubrey, did you say there was a switch house over here?
do not walk or trespass on this bridge. What's our Chris?
Did you say there was a
Switch
switch stand? Oh, a switch stand over here.
In there, it's a metal device where you could hand throw, lift up to change this tracks.
Oh, what is it down there about that little asphalt place? Or you just don't know where it is?
Well, I found it over here in the woods. Okay, she goes by.
Yep.
Not yet. Well, it's on beyond where there's a concrete pull-off.
Okay.
Over to the right, maybe 30 or 40 feet, something like that. Still laying over there.
Okay.
Told the park that they should take that out. It's a railroad relic. It should be
Sure.
displayed.
We did.
Tell Megan. What?
That's how I remember it.
Well, how far off is it? Just 10, 15 feet?
20 feet, maybe something like that, over the woods. That's this device that a railroad man could take a handle and throw it like this to change the tracks.
Yep.
Exactly. And that's the only spot. It's just beyond where that asphalt turnaround point is.
Let me see if I get a picture of her. Let's see.
You can see it in the wintertime really easily.
Okay, supposedly back here is a switch stand that switched the railroad tracks, and let's see, this may be it right there. Actually, I think that's a signal stand. But anyway, there was said 15, 20 feet back here. I got to be close because Here's railroad ties. Let's see. Oh, I think I see it. I think I see it. Alright. This is more railroad ties. Okay, here's the deal. Aubrey says this thing, you can see it in the winter. So I'm going to step a few more feet and see if I can tell. And I do not see it. Maybe further down here. He said only about 20 feet off the road, the rail bed, and that's where I am. So, hey, we tried. Trying to find that switch stand. Okay. Light fell over.